In the international real estate market, the GCC area is a very important source of capital from outside the region. Every year, Arabs spend billions of dollars buying expensive real estate. How much of these billions goes to the Arab royal families? Since it became known that a Saudi royal prince bought the most expensive mansion in the world, many people have been thinking about this subject. Have you ever been interested in how royal houses look? Where do royal families of Arab countries live, and where do they go? Here is where your answer can be found. Some of the most expensive homes or properties owned by Arab kings are listed here, which we'll tell you about in this video. Let's get started. Number 7. Saudi Arabia's Crown Royal Prince Mohammed bin Salman owns the famous Chateau Louis XIV in France. First on our list is the most expensive home in the world, which was just bought by one of the richest Arab royals. The grounds of the chateau, which was planned and built in the style of Louis XIV, are watched over by a statue of Louis XIV made of Carrara marble. With its gold-leafed waterfall, marble statues, and walled labyrinth in a 57-acre park, the huge chateau looks like it was built around the same time as Versailles, the royal castle that sets the standard for lavish grandeur. In 2009, the developer of the chateau, Imad Khashoggi, tore down a 19th century house in Louveciennes so that he could build this chateau in its place. Even though it looks like it was made a long time ago, the technology used to make it was from the 21st century. Everything in the house, including the lights, fountains, sound system, and air conditioning, can be controlled from afar with just an iPhone. In addition, there's a state-of-the-art movie house and a see-through underwater viewing room where koi and sturgeon swim above your head. Mohammed bin Salman was born on August 31, 1985. His father was Prince Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud at the time. Prince Mohammed bin Salman is his name. After he was raised to that position in June 2017, he was given the title Crown Prince of the Saudi Arabian Kingdom. The Saudi Arabian government's bold plan for economic growth, called 2030, was started by the current Crown Prince. Number 6. The United Arab Emirates Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum owns the Inveterate Lodge in the Scottish Highlands. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who's the Prime Minister and Vice President of the United Arab Emirates right now, bought this land more than 30 years ago. The King of Dubai is also Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Every year, his family has a practice of spending the summer at the estate. In 1864, a fire destroyed the old building of the Inveterate House. This led to the building of the current building in 1929. The first lodge had 14 different rooms for guests, but the prince has only just finished building a small new addition to the house. The huge new house in the Scottish Highlands is much bigger than the old mansion that used to be there. It has 16 bedrooms. The 63,000-acre estate is in Wester Ross in the town of Inveterate. It's close to the Eilean Donan Castle, which is one of the most famous places in all of Scotland. The Sheikh has also gotten the rights he needs to build 4 helipads behind the walled garden on the remote Highland estate so he can bring his guests to the house. The new modern hunting lodge also has a swimming pool, a gym, and other amenities for fun that are all linked. In addition to being Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, they are also the ruler of Dubai. The greatest Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum came into the world on July 15, 1949. He's one of Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum's 4 kids. He's the 3rd son. Number 5. Qatar owns the Cornwall Terrace Mega Mansion, which is in England and is home to the Qatar royal family. Sheikh Hamza bin Nasser Al Masned spent a total of £191 million in 2014 to buy 3 homes near each other in London. The royal family of Qatar has combined the 3 houses at 1, 2, and 3 Cornwall Terrace into a single mega mansion. The royal family of Qatar now owns more property in London than the royal family of England does because they bought this huge home. This brand new home is expected to be the most expensive in all of London, with an estimated value of £313 million. The huge house was designed by Decimus Burton, who became well known as John Nash's apprentice. Nash was the architect who built Buckingham Palace. Sheikh Hamza bin Nasser Al Masned is the mother of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, who is the current Emir of Qatar. She is the daughter of Sheikh Nasser Al Masned and the wife of the former Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. Number 4. Al Walid Palace is a house in Riyadh that belongs to Al Walid bin Talal. This amazing house in Riyadh has more than 420 rooms, and it takes more than an hour to see them all. The house is not just 1 but 2 indoor swimming pools and an indoor tennis court. It's the very definition of luxury. The house now has a 120-acre farm and resort area added to it. This part of the palace is outside of the city. It has a tiny version of the Grand Canyon, a miniature zoo, horse stables, 5 artificial lakes, and different houses. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud was born in Saudi Arabia. He's now known as one of the most important royals in Arab history. Abdulaziz bin Saud, who is his paternal great-grandfather, founded the country of Saudi Arabia. Prince Talal was the king's brother and a part of the Saudi royal family. Number 3. Dudley House is in London's Mayfair area. It's owned by Sheikh Hamad bin Abdullah Al Thani of Qatar. One of the few remaining aristocratic houses in London has been brought back to its former glory by the Sheikh of Qatar, Hamad bin Abdullah Al Thani. This building is in the city of London. It's 44,000 square feet. This huge mansion has 17 bedrooms, a great picture gallery, and a ballroom that can fit a lot of people. It's the last aristocratic country house that's still used as a private home. Its present value is about $400 million, which could make it the most expensive private home in all of Britain. There are a lot of amazing pieces of art and old things in the house. Some of them are thought to be worth millions of dollars each. The greatest Sheikh Hamad bin Abdullah Al Thani is a member of Qatar's royal family. He's the son of Sheikh Abdullah bin Khalifa Al Thani, who is the brother of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the country's former emir, and the first cousin of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the country's current emir. Number 2. Tangier's compound in Tangier, which is in Morocco, is owned by King Salman of Saudi Arabia. One of the Saudi ruler's best places to get away from the public eye is this huge complex. It's surrounded by a wall that's 1,500 meters long and has its own medical facilities as well as modern kitchens that look like they belong in a restaurant. Over the past year, improvements were made to the retreat. As a result, 2 helipads, several more buildings, and a big tent were added. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud was born on December 31, 1935. Since 2015, he's been the King of Saudi Arabia, Prime Minister and custodian of the 2 holy mosques, and the head of the House of Saud. His father, Abdulaziz bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, gave him the title of king. Number 1. Istana Nurul Iman Palace in Brunei, owned by Hassan al-Bolkiah. Hassan al-Bolkiah went to a lot of trouble to make sure the house he built for himself was good enough for a king to live in. In Brunei, he lives in the huge Istana Nurul Iman Palace, which is 200,000 square meters in size. With an estimated worth of $1.6 billion, it's the most expensive home in the world. It's also the largest residential palace in the world. It was finished in 1984 and has 110 garages, 5 swimming pools, and 5 sports courts. There are 1,700 bedrooms and 257 bathrooms. The horses' stalls have air conditioning so that they can live in the most comfortable setting possible. Thanks for watching this video.